Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mukami, the environmentalist, and welcome back and thank you for subscribing. But if you've not subscribed, hit on the subscription button so that you are subscribed to my channel and you're part of this tribe. So today I want us to look at reports. Remember we talked about environmental impact assessment reports, and we say they are categorized into three. There is the medium risk, we have the high risk, as well as the low risk projects. We have looked at the low risk projects. Remember that video that I'm going to link up here. So now we are supposed to look at medium risk. So if you did not hear your project or what you are planning to do, if it was not mentioned in the low risk, then listen so that you can see if it is among the medium risk. Okay, so let's get started. But subscribe to my channel. The first one we have is urban development. Urban development, including one, establish of multi-dwelling housing developments of not exceeding 100 units. So establishment of multi-dwelling units. This could either be residential or commercial. Like you want to do a 6-story building. I think I should do a 6-story building because I love 6 and 5-story building, right? So you have your 6-story building that has about 30 units, and you want to rent it out either to people, you want people to come and live there, or you want to rent it out to people who are doing business. You want it to be a business, maybe it's in town or such things. So now that, as long as it does not exceed 100 units, it's important to note, because if it exceeds 100 units, it falls under another category. So if it is below 100, then that is medium risk. We have tourism and related infrastructure. Tourism are things like the hotels where they eat, the camp, the camp works where they sleep. We have seen these hotels, like for example, we have seen one that is what has been trending on environment, where some of them have been closed down in Mara because, of course, of other issues that we might discuss later in this video. But tourism facilities and infrastructures are under medium risk. The one we have is hotels with bed capacity not exceeding 150. So if you want to do a hotel which will have residents, then the bed capacity should not exceed 150. If it does, then that is not medium risk. But if it is below 150 bed capacity, that is medium risk. So not exceeding, that is hotels. We have shopping centers, commercial centers and complexes, business premises, shops and stores not exceeding 10,000 square meters. Now it is important to note 10,000 square meters because the same had been provided. There's a category in low risk that is just like this, but that one is 1,400 meters squared. This is 10,000 meters squared. So if you have your shop, you have your commercial center, maybe the supermarkets, we have the go downs and stuff kama hizo, business premises not exceeding 10,000 meters squared, that is medium risk. Then we have the transport, including construction and rehabilitation of roads, including collector and access roads. We have here, including collector and access roads, that is construction and rehabilitation of roads, that is medium risk. Other one is the construction of light trail transit, construction of jetties, marinas, pier and pontons. What are those? Those are pontons. Please tell me down in the comment section. We have rehabilitation works of airports and airstrips. We have helipads, parking facility, construction of bridges. But of course, construction of bridges, parking facilities, helipads, of course, all these will depend also and how big they are, how many people are getting services from these. For example, parking facility, how big is it, how many vehicles is it going to accommodate at once and such. So it should be at least of medium class or medium level. So that falls under medium risk. The other one is water resource and infrastructure. We are talking about water resource and infrastructure, and this includes drilling for the purpose of utilizing groundwater and related infrastructure. Drilling, you want to drill maybe to utilize the underground water, that is medium risk. A project that involves water abstraction, a project that involves water supply and distribution infrastructures. We have the other category, that is number 4. We have artisan mining, and this includes quarrying of precious stones and gemstones. We have limestone and dolomite. We have a harvesting of aggregates, sand, gravel, soil, clay, stone, and slates. We have gypsum, pozzolana. What is pozzolana? Carbon dioxide, and ferrous and non-ferrous ore. So that is artisan mining. Artisan mining, not the word artisan mining, because we have another provision for quarrying and mining, but now that one is different from artisan mining. So if your project falls under artisan mining or quarrying, any of those, that is medium risk project. The other one is forestry related activities, and this includes timber harvesting in planted forest. Remember that you're not allowed to harvest timber from a natural forest. I hope you understand that. So you do it from the planted forest. We have the timber harvesting, we have talked about that. A project that involves reforestation or afforestation. Another project that would involve wood preservation or wood treatment. All those falls under medium risk projects. The other one is the agriculture and related activities. Now, agriculture is of course, it's a development project, and it's a project that you do every now and then. So how big is your agricultural practice? How large is your farm where you're planning to do agriculture? That is what is going to guide on where it falls. So agriculture is a medium scale agriculture, not exceeding 100 hectares, that is medium risk. So if you have a plan or you have a project that involves 100 hectares and below, that is medium risk. But if it exceeds that, then it is not medium. Apparently it could be high risk project. Now, medium size grain storage. We have medium size agricultural and livestock produce storage facility. Another one we have is aquaculture, not exceeding 1 hectare, like hectare, not acre, hectare. So aquaculture, fish ponds, you have fish ponds that is over 1 hectare, that is not medium risk anymore. But if it is below 1 hectare, that is medium risk. So if your aquaculture practices falls there, then it is medium risk. We have another one that is medium risk, irrigation projects, and of course we talked about 100 hectares, so irrigation must be within the 100 hectares. All right, we have the other one is medium scale processing and manufacturing industries. Now here, this is where almost most of the things fall, because we are a developing country and we are doing a lot of processing and manufacturing. So listen and hear if your activity where you're doing your work, or where you're planning a factory you're planning to start, or what your day-to-day life workplace is under medium risk or high risk or low risk. And of course these risks is in when it comes to the environment. How risky is it to the environment? How much risk does it pose to the environment? So listen, when it comes to medium scale processing and manufacturing industries, they include bricks and earthware manufacturing. Bricks and earthware manufacturing. Remember, bricks, you're dealing with soil. We have abattoirs and meat processing plants, the slaughterhouses that we have, and the meat processing, fish processing plants, medium risk. Plants for the construction and repair of aircrafts and railway equipments. If they have a plant where they do all the assembling and the manufacturing or processing of those maybe metals that they use and such things. The other one is plants for the manufacturing of tanks, reservoirs and sheet metal containers. Plants for manufacturing or recycling of plastics and paper. Okay, plastic recyclers hapo ndio mko. Plants for manufacturing pharmaceuticals. All pharmaceutical processing and manufacturing plants fall under medium risk. We have plants for the manufacturing of coal briquettes. Distillers, watu wa distillers, mnajisikia penye mko. Any other food processing plant, agro-based processing plant. So food-based and agro-based processing. Now tell me down in the comment section, when you talk of agro-based processing, coffee factories, tea factories, do they fall under this? Do you think tea and coffee factories fall under this category, which is medium risk? Do they pose that medium risk to the environment? Do they pose risks to the environment that can be classified as medium? And are they under these? Can we classify them under food processing or agricultural processing based processing plants? Tell me down in the comment section. I would love to hear what you have to say. The other one is go down for storage and hardware. Go downs hapo ndio mko. Watu wa go downs hapo tuko hapo sasa. That is medium risk. We have power and infrastructure projects. So power, electricity, projects of electricity, they fall under medium risk, and this is where they are. Things like hydropower development. So if you have your hydropower development projects as either private, communal, or maybe it is owned by a group, this is where you guys fall, as long as it does not exceed 10 megawatts. Not exceeding 10 megawatts. We have electric substations, pumped storage schemes, cogeneration of power. We have low voltage power transmission lines. Meskia, power lines. We have solar power farms or plants. Yes, and the other one is hydrocarbon projects. Now hydrocarbon projects is interesting because you know these things. Service stations. Now service station, petrol station, Kobil, Kenol, Shell, National Oil. I don't know any other. I'm not sure I can remember any that comes to mind. All those service stations, small or big, they fall under medium risk. So service stations, medium risk projects. So if you want to do a petrol station, it is good to now that you know your project falls under medium risk. We have LPG filling plants. We have several LPG plants that are here in the country. Many people are using LPG, and so now these things are on demand. We have lubricant blending facilities. The other one we have is waste disposal. Remember waste. We have been talking about waste every now and then. We have waste transfer stations or storage facility. You have a place where you collect your waste and dump before you take it to the final dumping area. So that is what is called a transfer station. So that is medium risk. We have composting sites or plants. If you're doing the composting manure from say the general waste, the biodegradable waste, then that is medium risk. The way you're doing that, we have removal and on-site disposal of asbestos. Now removal and disposal of asbestos is medium risk. Remember, asbestos can be very dangerous to human health as well as to the environment if they are mishandled, especially during removal or disposal. So they need to be disposed in a specific way. That guidelines have been provided by NEMA on how you should remove and how you should dispose them, and we shall talk about them in this channel later on. Now we have the other one is packaging treatment plants or on-site wastewater treatment plants. These are things like the sewer line, the sewage, the sewer treatment plants. Most of the water companies also have provide the sewer treatment services, so that falls under medium risk. You could find some of them that are just doing sewer treatment. That is medium risk. Also we have packaging plants or packaged treatment plants. We have another one that is number 12 now, biofuel processing plants. Number 13, telecommunication infrastructure, self-explanatory. And finally, we have expansion of tertiary institutions and related infrastructure. Now, tertiary institution is maybe learning institutions like secondary school, I mean like colleges. You want to do a driving school, you want to do a computer school, so you want to expand. We are not talking about establishment, we are talking about expanding. Remember the low risk projects, we talked about schools, development of schools, where we talked about learners should not exceed 100. So if they exceed, that is, now that automatically goes to medium risk. All right, so that is the classification. There are 14 items, but some of them have been categorized into different other, about 5, 6, or even 7 other categories. So I hope you had, or you have known now, where these projects are, or medium project reports, what they are. And I said they demand different reports. We shall look at that, and or we have looked at that. And yeah, that is medium risk projects that requires environmental impact assessment. I hope this video helped you understand something that you didn't know. So I'll see you in the next video, but before we finish up, I want to just remind you to subscribe to my channel, watch these videos that I have posted either some time ago or that I'll be posting tomorrow, the other day, and any other time in future. And also subscribe to my channel, hit on the subscription button, and I will see you in the next